let's welcome our last storyteller of the evening, Ben. Hi.
Thank you. Hello, 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 hello. Hello? Okay, I need to be louder. Step right up. Hello. I used to think I was smart. I mean, one of my most famous or notorious anecdotes is that I used to be the only person allowed to sleep in Mr. Beasley's chemistry class because I could answer questions in my sleep. I mean, who doesn't dream about stoichiometry, which is the balancing reactions to the products and making them yield properly. So I was pretty good at chemistry, but the other chemistry I'm not very good at, the interpersonal chemistry, the love connection. I mean, I'm a pretty good boyfriend, but I'm a terrible dater. And I have a problem developing relationships with people. So when I got myself into the situation where I had to go get a new girlfriend, I decided that this was a time to explore the science of interpersonal chemistry. And I decided to tackle it with the greatest power in the universe, science, because nothing's more powerful than science, except for maybe magic. But then again, magic is just science yet understood. Thank you, Arthur C. Clarke. So I decided to line myself some trial and error, some scientific experiments, and with the help of an online dating site that we had mentioned earlier tonight, I had lined myself 7 dates, or 7 trials. And I decided to experiment and see if my reactions can produce a yield. My first date was on a Monday. Monday was, well, we take out a lady to classic food. Food plus lady equals fun time. The lady decided that she wanted to have Ethiopian food, which I like Ethiopian food. And if you guys have ever had Ethiopian food, it's great. You eat it with ooh, yeah, right there. You eat it with the bread, and you eat it with your hands, and it's a fun time. She neglected to mention that she was allergic to gluten, and she seemed to assume that, you can get it with rice, and the waiter was like, no, we don't have rice here, you eat it with the bread. So I made the joke of like, why do you even choose Ethiopian food if you can't even eat it? And I guess that came off a bit more mean than joking, and I never saw her again. So trial one fails. Trial number 2, I tried to do something a bit more classy. Classy film, classy lady equals fun time. So we went to the BAM, Brooklyn Academy of Music, represent. We went to go see this Russian movie, which if you guys have seen Russian cinema, it's a lot like The Country, epically large and pretty gruesome in the middle. It didn't turn out to be a good date with the 7-minute rape scene in the middle. So, yet again, another failure. Trial number 3, it was a Wednesday. I decided not to try to put the woman in the mix and just have a good time itself, so I mixed pizza and beer. Yields fun time. I went to one of those, order a beer, get a free pizza places, and it was great, except that the lady walked in Queens and she drove to the place, and so if you drive, you can't drink. So my solution for this was, well, I'll drink enough for both of us, which would have been fine, except the fact that I also won bingo that night, which gave me a free round of shots, and then I won another round of bingo, which gave me a free round of beer. And let me just tell you that when one person is really drunk and one person is really sober, it's no fun for either person. So trial number 3 fails. Trial number 4, the next day, I decided to let the lady do the choice because lady's choice. And she decided she wanted wine, so wine plus lady yields good time. I was still a little hungover the night before, so I didn't drink as much as she did. And we had a bottle, and we had another bottle. And, well, when one person's really drunk and the other person isn't, it's no fun for either person. So 4 trials down, I had learned only one thing. Dating is boring. You basically just say the same thing over and over again. Who you are, where you're from, why do you have a funny accent. So I think that's why we see movies. So I decided to see another movie again, but this time not so sophisticated, maybe a mainstream movie. So lady plus mainstream movie yields a good time. In this experiment, I should have chose a better movie than Burlesque. That movie was terrible. She seemed to like it, though. Unfortunately, I don't think she liked me because she left without even saying goodbye. Yes. So, failure. Next was a Saturday, and I was tired and bored, and I decided that maybe we'll do brunch. Brunch is fun, lady plus brunch, good time. This time, unfortunately, I was so tired and bored that I was probably a zombie on the date, and I was my own worst enemy. And I can't even remember what happened except I had a tuna melt, and it was really good. So, 6 dates down, all bad. Number 7 was gonna be the best. I took all I've learned from all of the dates. Not too sophisticated movie, not burlesque. Don't get drunk and do something fun. Great experiment. Go see an action movie, great time. And so, lady plus action movie yields fun. So I sit there and I'm looking at my watch, and it was a minute to the movie and she hadn't shown up yet. And it was 5 minutes after that and she didn't show up yet. And so I had been stood up. And I thought, this is my punishment. I was treating women like an experiment and the divine had punished me. But then I thought about it a little bit more. And it was a retrieval because I was really bored and tired and spent a lot of money. A lot of money. And so, I don't know which one it was, but as I walk home, I realized I had learned 2 things. First of all, you can't treat love like a scientific experiment. I guess it's that magic that still needs to be yet understood. And the other thing is, don't stand people up, it's fucking rude. Thank you.
Moskowitz. Hilarious. I'm going to say Ben plus storytelling yields good time. Yields good time.